I have people come to me all the time saying they've been called of God to be a pastor. And I see it all the time that these people who claim that they're a man of God or a woman of God and they should be a pastor, but there's things in their lifestyle that show that they are not called by God. You know, being a pastor is a high calling. The third commandment tells us that we should not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. That when we become a Christian, we must take it serious, that it's a lifestyle, it's a part of who we are, and we should represent Jesus in a right way. In 1 Timothy 3, verse 1 to 7, it gives us 16 points in looking at a person as to whether or not they're qualified to be a pastor or not. First, they must be blameless, above shame. They must live a holy lifestyle. Second, they must be faithful to his wife. And right there it tells you it should not be a woman. It's a man who is faithful to his wife. Third, he must have self-control or be temperate. He should not be overweight or gluttonous. Fourth, he must live wisely because he represents Jesus. Fifth, he must be of a good reputation within the church. Sixth, he must be hospitable, enjoy having guests over. Seventh, he must be able to teach, and he should be teachable. He should be humble. Eighth, he should not be given to wine or drinking alcohol or beer. Ninth, he should not be violent. He must have a good behavior. 10th, he does not love money, for the love of money is the root of all evil. 11th, he must be gentle or patient with those around him. 12th, he should not be argumentative or quarrelsome. 13th, he must manage his family well or wisely. 14th, his children will respect, obey, and love him. 15th, he's not a new believer or novice. And 16th, people outside the church should have a good opinion of him. He should represent Jesus in a right way among those non-believers. So friends, it is a high calling to become a Christian. And it's something that we should take serious. And we should also take serious if we feel like we're called by God to be a pastor. And we should pray about it and follow God's counsel and follow what his word says. You know, in Isaiah 8, verse 20, it says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this, there is no light in them. They're not of God. And also in Corinthians chapter 11, 1 Corinthians 11, verse 13 to 16, it says that in the last days that Satan will have ministers in the church, pretending to be ministers of righteousness, but they're really ministers of the devil. So friends, if your pastor does not teach the law of God or teaches the law of God was done away with, and does not teach according to the word of God, then they're not of God, they're of the devil. So be wise and follow the Bible and follow Jesus.